Thank you for the Suli Symphony Orchestra. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, we will watch a video about 10 years of experience with the Dēڵfی Forum.
How well do we remember the world in 2016? 10 years ago, in a small but sacred piece of land in Greece, an idea came to life. How well do we remember the world in 2016? 10 years ago, in a small but sacred piece of land. How well do we remember the world in 2016? 10 years ago, in a small but sacred piece of land in Greece, an idea came to life. Simple yet powerful. That unpacking the complexity of today's challenges requires the sum of the world's ingenuity and creative thinking. And the best vehicle to achieve this is an inclination as old as humanity itself. Gather together, think, discuss. When we founded the Dēڵfی Economic Forum, we envisioned a space for meaningful discourse and an open exchange of ideas that drive solutions. This for us is the golden rule, the way forward. Because, as history teaches us, the alternative, division over intellectual debate, is unthinkable. A decade later, the world sits at a crossroads. This is a defining moment, a time of reckoning, but also of possibility. Can we make this period of profound global transformation truly matter? Can we believe in the future? A future built on knowledge, a future forged through collaboration, a future shaped by the decisions we make together. In its essence, the Dēڵfی Economic Forum encapsulates one of humanity's greatest traits, optimism for the future. It takes immense levels of resolve and belief in our collective ability to make life better, to have made this amount of progress over the lifespan of human existence. And this resolve is urgently needed today. It is this resolve to become better that keeps bringing every single one of us back in Dēڵfi every year. Yes, the world remains fraught with challenges, but every conversation we initiate, every collaboration we foster, and every insight we cultivate brings us closer to meaningful change.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will start with the speech of Mr. Simeon Somokos, founder and president of the Delphi Economic Forum.
بيانيتان باش صباح الخير. Your Excellency, Mr. Kubat Talabani, Your Excellency, Mr. Andreas Pastrana, Prime Ministers, Ministers of the Republic of Iraq and the region of Kurdistan, European Union Commissioners, Excellencies, Ambassadors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a moment of profound significance to welcome you to this inaugural Delphi Economic Forum here in the historic, resilient, and patriotic city of Sulaimania. The forum is under the high patronage of His Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Kurdistan Regional Government, and under the auspices of the General Secretariat of the International Economic Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Greece. I think this is the moment to thank His Excellency Kubat Talabani, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Kurdistan Regional Government, who has inspired us all and has initiated the first forum in Sulaimania. Please join me to thank him very much, Mr. Kubat Talabani. Ladies and gentlemen, we convene today not merely to analyze the pressing geopolitical and economic challenges of our times, but to begin a dialogue rooted in a shared vision, one of regional stability, strategic cooperation, and sustained growth. We gather, I think, in a pivotal moment when the shifting dynamics of global powers, regional alliances, and economic interdependence are redrawing the strategic map of the Middle East and beyond. These transformations are not abstract forces. They shape the daily realities of our people, the future of our children, and the prospects for prosperity and peace across the borders. In this context, the Kurdistan region stands at a unique crossroads with its strategic geography, resource potential, and cultural vibrancy. Kurdistan is not just influenced by global shifts. It is increasingly, in my view, a contributor to regional discourse, economic resilience, and diplomatic engagement. The forum today reflects our commitment to deepen this role of Kurdistan region. Today and tomorrow, we will examine how Kurdistan's evolving relationship with the European Union, the neighboring Middle East states, and the broader international community can be leveraged to create shared value. We will discuss the region's strides in economic diversification, trade facilitation, and institutional reform, and we will explore how diplomacy, innovation, and inclusive growth can work together to foster social cohesion and long-term stability. The forum is not just about policy. I think it is about purpose. It is about translating dialogue into action and vision into impact. I would like to thank you all, leaders, thinkers, entrepreneurs, and change makers for being part of this important forum today. Let us begin our work with clarity, courage, and a commitment to cooperation. Welcome to Sulaimania, and welcome to the first Economic Forum of Delphi here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We will now watch another video. This video is about Slimani city.
Known as the City of Life, Slimani is known as the cultural capital of the Kurdistan region. Any developments within its boundaries reverberate throughout the region, establishing it as a model of growth and advancement for other cities across both Kurdistan and Iraq. This is Slimani. Ranking among Iraq and Kurdistan region's major urban centers, the city stands at an elevation of 853 meters above sea level. According to the most recent demographic statistics, the city hosts a population of 2,530,000 residents. Investment Law Number 4 of 2006 for the Kurdistan region offers key benefits to foreign investors, including a 10-year tax exemption across various sectors, project registration under their own names, customs exemptions for construction materials, and streamlined import and export of essential raw materials. Our legislation grants foreign investors the option to operate independently or in partnership arrangements, employ foreign labor, and exercise the right to transfer profits to their home countries or other international destinations. This regulatory framework ensures equal treatment for foreign and domestic investors, providing significant facilitation for foreign investment. These streamlined procedures and facilitations have contributed significantly to the authorization of 364 projects in Slimani Governorate by 2024. These ventures span diverse sectors including commerce, banking, industry, residential development, tourism, agriculture, education, healthcare, sports, and arts, representing a cumulative investment of over $21 billion. Slimani Governorate is recognized as Iraq's industrial pioneer, accounting for 53% of the sector's investment and hosting 32% of all factories in Iraq. It serves as a principal supplier of various industrial materials to Iraq and neighboring countries. The governorate features prominent cement and steel factories, petroleum product facilities, and diverse industrial enterprises. Kurdistan is advancing toward integration into the global energy map, with the energy sector emerging as a prominent domain. Numerous international companies have invested capital in oil extraction, gas production, and electricity generation. In comparison to the rest of Iraq, Slimani serves as a hub for superior healthcare, educational, and higher education services. These services maintain high-quality standards, with both domestic and foreign investors contributing to their development in alignment with international benchmarks. Slimani's geographical position renders it ideally suited for tourism development. The city experiences all four seasons across its various regions, and its natural environment and climate have established conditions that attract numerous tourists who consider Slimani their preferred destination. This vital sector presents opportunities for investors to deploy capital and reap substantial benefits. Residential development projects, urban complexes, and high-rise structures continue to experience increasing demand, particularly following the decision permitting foreign nationals to acquire residential properties. Agriculture represents a traditional occupation which originated in the region and remains active with diverse projects. The sector is shifting from self-sufficiency to exports, offering profitable investment opportunities as demands from Kurdistan and Iraq grow. This city calls for leadership and diversified development across all investment sectors, supported by appropriate legislative framework. Welcome to Slimani, a city of tranquility, comprehensive security, suitable opportunities, and facilitated investment prospects.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, it is a distinct honor for me to welcome His Excellency Kubat Talabani, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Kurdistan region, a dedicated statesman and a reform advocate. When he had a distinguished career in diplomacy, in governance and economic reform, I think Mr. Talabani has played a pivotal role in shaping this modern Kurdistan. Today, I think we are all privileged to hear from a visionary leader committed to peace, progress and prosperity for all in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the Deputy Prime Minister to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, it is with immense pride and sincere pleasure that I welcome you all to the city of Slimani and to the inaugural Dēļfī Forum held in the Kurdistan region. Hosting this forum in Slimani is more than a symbolic milestone for our city. It is a powerful statement of our shared commitment to dialogue, cooperation, and forward-looking solutions. We are privileged to be joined today by an exceptional gathering of minds, policymakers, scholars, investors, diplomats, visionaries from across the globe. I offer a particularly warm welcome to our distinguished guests from Greece, a nation with which we share growing bonds of friendship, mutual respect, and historical depth. Today marks not just a forum of discussion, but the beginning of conversations that we hope will evolve into enduring partnerships. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to my friend, Simeon Simokos, the founder and president of the Dēļfī Economic Forum, to Peshoa Siweli, the chair of Superpower Company, and Channel 8, who are our media sponsors today. Slimani has long stood as a pillar of culture, resilience, and intellectual freedom. Even in the most challenging times, it has remained a city of learning, creativity, and innovation. It is only fitting that Slimani now hosts a global dialogue on peace, progress, and economic cooperation. Across the Middle East today, we are witnessing profound challenges, ongoing conflicts, forced displacement, economic hardships, and deep political divides. Yet in the midst of these trials, there are voices calling for another path, for peace, for reform, for inclusion, and for long-term stability. At such a pivotal juncture, dialogue is not optional, it is essential. The Dēļfī Economic Forum offers a critical space where ideas can be exchanged freely, trust can be cultivated, and cross-border collaboration can take root. In the Kurdistan region, we deeply value such spaces and proudly support their continuation and their expansion. Peace is not simply the absence of violence, it is the presence of justice, dignity, opportunity, mutual respect, and mutual understanding. For us, peace is not just a moral aspiration, it is a strategic imperative. It is the foundation upon which a stronger and more prosperous future must be built. As Aristotle said, peace is the greatest of all blessings. Kurdistan stands at the crossroads of regional transformation. After decades of war, surviving genocide, and rebuilding from the scorched earth policies of previous Iraqi regimes, we now play a pivotal role in Iraq's political and economic landscape. Our ability to engage constructively with all actors across divides positions us as a bridge builder in a fragmented region. Moreover, our engagement extends beyond local and regional issues. On global challenges, such as energy security, climate change, and irregular migration, we have taken an active role working with our international partners to pursue common and sustainable solutions. I hope that during the next 2 days, this forum provides the opportunity to explore these issues in greater depth and forge collaborative pathways forward. In that spirit, we are implementing economic reforms aimed at diversification, empowering our youth, supporting women's empowerment, and attracting long-term, responsible and sustainable investment. Slimani stands as a testament to what can be achieved even in difficult circumstances through entrepreneurship, innovation, and resilience. From energy and tourism to agro-tourism to cleaner industry, utilizing artificial intelligence and new technology, all the way to the arts, Slémania is brimming with potential. We are ready to partner with all who share our vision for inclusive, sustainable development. I would also like to highlight the increasingly strong relationship between Kurdistan and Greece. This forum is itself a symbol of that evolving partnership. We are grateful to the Greek government and the Delphi Economic Forum for choosing Slémani as the site of this important gathering. Kurdistan and Greece, two lands with ancient roots, are demonstrating that tradition and transformation can go hand in hand in the pursuit of a brighter future. So as you take part in this forum, I invite you to experience all that Slémania has to offer, not just in ideas, but in soul. Engage with its people, explore its culture, appreciate its history, eat its food, and together let us envision a future not only for Kurdistan, but for the entire region, one built on cooperation, dialogue, and peace. So thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in the power of conversation and connection, and thank you for making Slémania a meaningful stop on your journey. Inscribed at the Temple of Apollo at Delphi are the words, "Know thyself." So as Delphi reminds us, in knowing ourselves, we can chart a path to peace and prosperity. Welcome to Slémania.
Your Excellency, we thank you very much for your remarks, for your inspiring and thoughtful message. I think today we lay the foundations for an institution which I hope it will go well in the years to come. We have to do an annual event here, and I'm looking forward to your leadership and to your cooperation, sir. We thank you very much. Thank you. So we're honored also to have with us today His Excellency Andrés Pastrana, the former President of the Republic of Colombia and a respected global statesman. President Pastrana is renowned for his leadership in democratic reform, peace building, and his enduring commitment to human rights and regional stability. It is a privilege to hear from a leader whose vision and experience continue to shape dialogue on governance and international cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome to the podium President Pastrana.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Dear Simeon, somos